Hello there, guys and gals. This is lesson 19, and we're going to go over the classwork first. And this whole lesson is about comparison shopping, where you're finding out the unit price and relating that to some kind of measurement conversion. So with this first problem, we're looking at, I see two tables set up. It says the ratio of cups of blue paint to cups of red paint. So I'm going to write in here right now that this is blue and this is red, okay? And then it said that ratio is 1 to 2. Remember, order matters. So blue is mentioned first, that's the 1. And every cup of blue paint, 2 cups of red paint, and then they also tell us R equals 2B. They give us a formula here. So if I double the 1, 1 and 1 is 2. 1 times 3, 1 times 4. Then I go back to my red, 2 times 1, 2 times 2, 2 times 3, and 2 times 4. And those are all cups of paint. So we've got that. Make a table of values. Done. That's all we had to do. Then down here it says Miss Seipel's a librarian who really enjoys reading. She can read 3/4 of a book in one day. So if I write down, this is the number of books. I'll just say this hashtag. And then this is the number of days, okay? Well, and it said in one day, she can read 3/4 of a book. So then what would that mean for 2 days and for 3 days and for 4 days? So if I take, I'm going to do some math over here. If I take 3/4 and I multiply that by 2, I'm going to get 6. 3 times 2 is 6, and the 4 is underneath. And so I have 6/4, or, so I'm going to put 6/4. The other thing I could do is I could go 3/4 plus 3/4 is 6/4. And I can also say how many 4s are in 6. Well, there's 1 with 2/4 left over, or reduce that to 1, or 1 and 1/2. Okay, what about 3 days? And that would be 3/4 times 3. It's 9/4. So 4 times 2. So I could go 9/4, or I could go 4 times 2 is 8 with 1/4 left over. 2 and 1/4. And then what about 4? So I'm taking that original 3/4, I'm multiplying by 4. I get 12/4. Look at that. So that says in 4 days, she's able to read. So 4 times, how many 4s are in 12? That equals 3. So I could go 12/4, or 3. Yay, that was a 3 over here. Just a little crazy. Okay, so we've got our 2 tables done. Let's go to the next page. What's happening with this? This looks really small. So it says, Brian and Shanice are both training for a bike race and want to compare who rides his or her bike at a faster rate. Both bikers use apps on their phones to record the time and distance of their bike rides. Brian's app keeps track of his route on a table. Here's his table here. And then Shanice's app presents it in a graph. And this information's below. So the first question, it says, at what rate does each biker travel? So therefore we want to find their unit rate. So if I go, I'm just looking at his work here. If I had hours, this is Brian, I'll put a B in a circle. I've got hours and I've got miles. And in one, I don't know one, but I know, so here would be 1 hour. Here's 0. 1 hour, 2 hours. I know this is telling me 3 hours and he's traveling 75 miles. So what does that mean for, well, 3, you know what, I'm thinking about quarters. 3 and 75 is 2, 6, 1, that is 25. So this is 25. So guess what? 1 is 25 miles, 2 is 50, and 3 is 75. So, so here I'm going to say Brian is 25 miles per hour. Okay? And then Shanice, I'm wanting to say, I see right here, I see 2, here's 2 hours, and I'm seeing that at, so I'm gonna write it over here. Hours and miles, okay? Here's a 0, here's 1, here's 2. So 2 hours, 30, well in 1, I know that that's 15. I just did the mental math. So I'm gonna put Shanice. Oh, I see, little Ricky is over and he wants to come in, so we'll look. Hey buddy, come on in, come on in. I know, too bad you can't see him, but I think there was one video I showed you. Oh, come on little boy, yes. Okay, so he wants to see what we're doing. So if I would write down, right next to Shanice, I'll put Ricky down in just a sec, here he goes. There you go. She had 30 miles taken care of in an hour. Okay. Well, wow, she's kind of putting in more time than he is. I mean, the same amount of time, but more mileage. 5 more miles. That's quite a distance. Shanice wants to win the bike race. And it says, make a new graph to show the speed Shanice would have to ride her bike in order to beat Brian. This should be a little bit, I'm going to see if I can enlarge. I can enlarge that because that is too small for me to do any of my work. So I need to go number of hours, and then I'm also going to go over here, number of miles, okay? And this is just hours versus miles. You should always have a label for your graph. So we've got our 0, 0 right here at this corner, right? And this is our x-axis, our y-axis. And so let's say this is a 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours. I don't know if I need to do more. And then as I go up, I'm going to go, so if that's 15, this would be 30, this would be 45, right here, right here, right here. And then add 15 to that, and what do I get? I get 60. Let's see, am I at 75 yet? Yeah, 75. Okay, now let's see if I can plot some of those. So in 1 hour, she went 30 miles. Well, in 2 hours, she went 60. 3 hours, she went... Am I off? I think I'm off the chart. I should have done these a little bit less because it would be 90. So my project, I mean, it's going like this. So it's very steep because I have these. Anyway, I didn't graph that very well. I should have gone like 15 and then 30 and 45. And then I would do a better job. I wonder if I should do that right now. Let's go in and just do a little erase. Okay, I just need to do those closer together. I can leave my hours at the base, but let's go. So here's my 0. And we said, okay, there's 15, and then double that is 30. So 1, 2, 3 is 45, and 4 is 60, and 5, so it's 75, and then another 15, 90. Let's see how I do there. So 1 is 30, 2 is 60, 3 is 90. Let's see what 4 is. Let me add 15 is 100, 5, and another 15, 120. And so if I've got my 4, got my 90, and add 30 to that, I get 120. So my line would start here, vertex, and would go straight out like that. Okay, that's a better way for me to graph. And then these are the miles over here, just so you know. Okay. So she's traveling at 30 miles per hour, which is faster than Brian's rate. She just is. So let's go to, let me go back. Let me shrink this up. Did I? Maybe not. Okay, and that I should erase. It looks like there's a problem number 2, but anyway, we will go next page and see what we're doing. Okay, Claire and Kate are entering a cup stacking contest. Both girls have the same strategy: stack the cups at a constant rate so that they don't, let's see, it's almost like, did I skip something? Maybe I did. This next slide. So cup stacking, and we've got a formula here. C equals 4T. So I'm just looking at the data here. So the number of seconds, 1 second, 5 cups stacked, 2 seconds, 10, it doubles. So then they're saying, at what rate does each girl stack her cups during the practice session? So I see that Claire has this graph showing her work, and Kate has how many cups equals 4 times T is the amount of seconds. Okay, interesting. So if I just plugged in, so cups equals 4T, and T is time. So in 1 second, I think I'll just put this in 1 second, 1 times 4 is 4 cups. And if I put a 2 in for 2 seconds, times 4 is 8 cups. I'm just getting a feeling for how the expression's working. So if I put a 3 in, that means 12 cups. And this is for Kate. Okay. So let's see, and I'm comparing it over here. So far, Kate is slower than Claire. So if I put a 4 in, 4 times 4 is 16. So what's the 4 over here? 20. So at what rate does each girl stack her cups during the practice sessions? So we can say Claire stacks cups at 5 cups per second. Okay, and then Kate, in a second, I'll write it right here. Kate stacks cups at 4 cups per second. Got it. Okay, so we've got that data. Then let's see if there's more. Is there more question? Okay, so this is down here. It says Kate notices she's not stacking her cups fast enough. What would Kate's equation look like if she wanted to stack cups faster than Claire? So She was at C equals 4t, and that was not quite fast enough. So if she was, what would C equals, and it was 5, what would that be? Let me just check it out. So if in 1 second she would have 5, in 2 seconds she would have 10, 3 seconds she would have 15. So I'm counting by 5s. And if I go over here, 1 is at 5, 2 is at 10, 3 is at 15, 4 is at 20. So that would be the same, but wait. She wants to stack cups faster, so this would be the same. So I think we have to go 1 up. So now let's see. If it's in 1 second, it'd be 6 cups. In 2 seconds, it'd be 12. In 3 seconds, it would be 18. So let me check. 3, 18. Yeah. So it would have to look like C equals 6t. Or you can go higher. You can go bigger. But t is the time, the number of seconds, and C is how many cups, at least, I'll say, to beat Claire. Okay, so that is that response. Okay, well done, and then we will be ready for the problem set.